One cannot just be an architect. I thought to myself, the idea is to become a Sthapati, as described in the canonical texts. Stella Kramrisch, the much respected scholar on Indian arts, had mentioned to me once, an Indian Sthapati has to be a yogi to feel the vibration of every element in the cosmos, including the materials and users of that space. Well, this is an excerpt from book Paths Uncharted, which is autobiography of P.V. Doshi. In one of our recent videos, we discuss in detail who is a true Sthapati and how the word Sthapati might have came into the existence. Now as we heard that Indian Sthapati needs to be a yogi, then who is a yogi? Well, yogi is the one who has conquered his senses, who can establish link between object and subject during his experience, thereby knowing object and subject simultaneously. Many people consider Doshi as a yogi, but do you know whom Doshi called a yogi? Doshi called Louis Kahn a yogi, which is very fair and very understandable. The man has literally said this, that
when you are dealing or designing in brick, you must ask brick what it wants or what it can do.
Doshi once described what aspects mattered to Louis Kahn. He said nothingness mattered to him, silence mattered to him, the enigma of light mattered to him. And as we all know that these are not normal qualities. These are qualities of a yogi. Nowadays we all are so afraid of silence. Only in that way silence mattered to us, in avoidance of it. We can't sit with ourselves doing nothing. That just drives us crazy. To avoid that, we always want to be happy, we always want to be entertained. Something should happen so we can avoid silence and pain where the truth is, where the reality is. College degrees can make you an architect, but not a Sthapati or a yogi. There are no schools which can make you yogi. And if someone tells you that they can make you a yogi, then they are probably pulling a scam. Only one person can make you yogi, and that person is you aiming towards higher purpose, which is bigger than you and your ego. You'll become a yogi when there is no lust for outcomes and there is a pure devotion to the inputs. To become a yogi, death of ego is necessary. Otherwise, how can one hear or say feel the vibration of every element in the cosmos which are murmuring something? This is very tough and long journey to embark upon. It can happen in moment or it can take years with no outcomes. And remember, don't see this journey as a self-improvement. It is more of a self-destruction. Here, self-destruction doesn't mean you become irrational or irresponsible. It means the death of ego, the death of self. So this is a self-destruction journey, and if we start walking towards this truth, there is no certainty that we will find the truth, but there is a certainty that we as a community will become people with righteous ethics and morals, because one cannot just be an architect.